Cancer, welcome to your general love reading. I hope all is well and fabulous for you. We entered in the season of Sagittarius as of November 21st. I hope you're able to make the most of that kind of, you know? One of the benefits of the Sagittarius season, let me tell you, if you thought Scorpio season was intense, honey. But regardless, I hope you are doing well. I hope you're able to connect with whom you need to connect. And if you're separated from family and friends during the holiday season, I know, I hear you, I understand. Treat yourself well. All the more reason to treat yourself well. Yeah? Spirit, show me what I need to see, please, for Cancer. Show me what I need to see, please, for Cancer. What's going on for Cancer? What is going on? Show me what I need to see. What's going on? Show me. A little blockage there. Show me what I need to see, please, for Cancer. What's going on for Cancer? Take what resonates. If it does not, if it's not your story, don't force it to fit. Six of Swords, moving towards, moving away, and then also moving towards, yes? Six of Swords, you got out of a situation, or you're trying to. Ooh, the High Priest. Let me know if you are connecting with a Taurus, or perhaps you have Taurus in your chart. So, the Six of Swords, with confidence, moving forward. This is who I am. This is what I have deemed to be true. Yes? A higher level of understanding, possibly existence, or higher levels of commitment. I don't know. Let's keep going. What else, please? What else, please? What else, please? But you're moving towards something, and it's looking quite official. You anticipate happiness. Okay? You anticipate happiness. Wow, that's lovely. Some of you are in commitments that might have gone through a lull phase. It's looking like it will be back on track. Some of you might have literally been separated from your spouse. I'm saying spouse. There is reuniting, and it is joyous, and it was lovely, and it was anticipated. Some of you are just going home for the holidays, and it was needed, it was necessary, it was a break. It's a reminder of your commitment, your values, understanding who you are, where you've come from, where you're going. So for many of you, just feel a sense of renewal at this time. Lovely, be you in partnership or not. It's just kind of confirmation. Some of you traveled outward. I mean, again, heavy travel energy right now for the holidays, right? Pretty normal for this time of year. So, you know, clearly it did you good. It's done you good. It's just kind of confirmation of your higher sense of values and sense and traditions. Again, the High Priest, traditions. This is how we've always done things. This is the way we will always do things, right? So just traveling out, just so happy. Some of you just look so relieved to be back out into the world and connecting with those who matter. Yeah. In commitment, same. Some of you were separated from those that you were committed to, and you reunite, and you are joyous. Many of you have been anticipating this break, getting back out into the world. Show me currently what's going on then. Wow, now. That was quite the flip. Okay, so, and then, you know, I went home and shit went down. The shadow side. Okay. So, let me know if you're connecting with the Capricorn. Perhaps you have Capricorn in your chart, the shadow side, or in this deck, the shadow side, commonly referred to as the devil. You know, so again, please don't assume the worst when you see the devil. It's often just one needing to understand those hard truths that are difficult, the ones that we don't want to deal with, because that means it'd have to be negative, right? Often we can turn our negatives into our positives if we're willing to look at them. So if there's some shadow work that you need doing, in other words, exploring the shadow side of your energy, then it probably needs to be done. It doesn't have to be addictions like food, alcohol, drugs. It doesn't have to be sticky, icky codependency relationships. It could simply be there's some shit you need to work through. Okay, and it's going to become even scarier and more shadowy the longer you don't address it. Okay, you know, nothing increases fear so much as an unwillingness to look at it or learn about it, right? Especially if some of you come from very strong religious backgrounds or traditional backgrounds. What could be so very insignificant can blow out of proportion if you're not willing to look at it. Okay, what else is currently going on? What else is currently going on? It needs to happen. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is here. This needs to happen. If you want to change, if you want to get out of this, you're going to have to, shit's got to change, man. Shit's got to change. So I'm telling you, that would explain why there's so much joy here, right? Reconnecting with family, friends, and or your spouse. It looks like it's lovely and it's uplifting and it's warm, but it also looks temporary. I'm telling you, at some point you have to go back home and deal with yourself. Okay, now What that means, I do not know. We need to clarify. What else? I need one more for current, please. Excuse me. I need one more for current, please. Eight of Pentacles, or will you? Will you just bury yourself in work in order to avoid change? That's what's coming across so strong. Okay. Just be prepared. We might see the Tower at some point if you continue to not address this. Some of you might have a health issue that's coming across rather strongly, and you don't want to deal with it. Whatever it is that's causing you concern, that's the thing you need to address right now. I'm telling you this out of concern. I don't like that Ten of Wands. Kind of banking the shadow side. Some of you have health concerns, you ain't trying to deal with it. You don't want to deal with it because it might be something scary, right? So it's only going to get bigger. Those shadows will only get bigger if you don't deal with it. Okay? I know some of you are trying to busy yourself with the Eight of Pentacles by your burden of choice. The Ten of Wands is always a burden of choice. Nobody told you to carry that bundle. You're doing it of your own free will. So some of you are doubling down and immersing yourself in work and in burdens in order to avoid what looks like something that needs to be addressed. Okay? Show me the future, please. You had a lovely break, but please use that lovely renewal sun energy to put it towards yourself now, please. Okay? Shed some of that sun onto your shadow side by addressing the problem. So if something has been creeping up and growing up in your mind, this needs to be addressed. Okay? Show me the future, please. Don't double down on the avoidance behaviors is my point. Show me the future, please, for Cancer. Okay. The Hanged Man, you need more perspective. Okay. Did you learn something? What else, please? What else, please? Okay. Couple thoughts. Nine of Cups. Happiness? Sure, absolutely. It's also the time of indulgence, particularly in this deck where you see the harvest, okay? That when we're most fruitful, i.e. the fall time. Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that. Indulgence. Keeping a watch on it, keeping an eye on what it is that you indulge. In other words, you became self-aware. Hopefully you took care of this. I'm telling you, please be mindful of your health during this time. Okay. There's something that's been scaring you at the back of your mind that you do not want to deal with. Please deal with it. It doesn't have to mean all that. Let's clarify. It could be that it's not a situation or even a health circumstance. It could be that there's someone that you're determined not to think about, but that's all you do. I don't know. We got watchful behavior here, but I also see the watchful behavior of our indulgences, the Nine of Cups. Again, health issue, okay? And you have new perspective on it now. In other words, you got insight on the situation and or problem. So that would make sense, right? Right? So let's say your cholesterol is through the roof. Woo! Okay, we're going to be a little bit more watchful of what we're eating and drinking because now you know what the problem is, right? Now you know why you haven't been sleeping well. Now you know why your heart's racing, that kind of shit. I'm seeing what looks like a strong indication of health. So let's keep going. Just keep that in mind for some of you, please. This is not all of you. Show me the Six of Swords. Some of y'all literally traveled out to see family, and it made you feel damn good. Okay? You needed that break. You needed to get out. You needed that confirmation of traditions. I look forward to Thanksgiving. I look forward to Christmas. That kind of thing, right? Show me the Six of Swords, please. The traditions my family keep, they make you fucking happy, right? And you've been looking forward to it and looking forward to it. You've been anticipating it. Show me that Six of Swords, please. I got to remember to breathe sometimes. Sometimes I get so caught up in these. Yes. Oh, it made you feel so good. Strength, just the idea of it made you happy. It made you feel strong again, man. You couldn't wait to reconnect. Again, also could be with the spouse, with the High Priest here. Show me, speaking of which, Six of Swords with it. You couldn't wait. You couldn't wait. In fact, you don't want anything to change. I'm telling you, some of y'all got Taurus in your chart, or you're dealing with a Taurus, because Taurus is like, I don't like change. Thank you very much. And so it's like, you don't want anything to change. You can't wait to go back. You can't wait to look forward. You can't wait to reconnect. That's like, I'm looking forward to my traditions. I need my tradition time. I need my traditional family time. Like, I don't want anything to change. Change is over the Hierophant or the High Priest. It's like, I want nothing to change. I'm looking forward to this. I've been looking forward to this for months. Right? I don't want anything to change. I love everything the way it is. I can't wait to see everybody. You can't wait. Just the idea makes you excited. It makes you giddy. I love it. Show me the sun. Hello. I ain't taking all that, but please know. Yeah, you're looking forward to the conversations. There might be a few surprises from your spouse, possibly, if you have one. Okay? Just please know, for the most part, I just see multiple storylines, honestly. I'm just saying multiple conversations. You are catching up. Like, did he really say that? Tell me Fred wasn't that stupid. What did your uncle get up to? That's what I'm saying. I'm just catching up. It's catching up. Oh my God. I can't keep track of the conversations. Show me the sun, please. Show me the sun, please. Show me the sun, please. But for the most part, it just feels good. It just feels good. Nothing has changed, and that makes you feel good. There is some anxiety at the back of your mind. The Eight of Swords. This is a health card in this deck. You have a mental concern. There is a concern in your mind. It is a strong one. But in light of that and reconnecting, it's one of the reasons why you're so happy to connect, is that you get to forget about this for a minute. But I promise you, it's not leaving you. Okay. Show me that Three of Wands, please. So you were anticipating this reconnection. There's still something in the back of your mind that's causing you concern, and you know it, the Four of Coin. You are not letting this go. Some of you are being careful with your money at this time. Again, holiday spending, that kind of thing, just being mindful of that, but that's not really it. There's something that's with you even while you are happy and you are feeling good and you are feeling recharged. There's something with you that you keep holding on to. It's like a tick in the back of your brain. Okay, let's do this. Show me the shadow side, please. Show me the shadow side, please. Show me the shadow side. Anxiety. I don't think you've talked about it to anybody. What is it? Something concerning your body. Six of Wands. So wand is body. It's immediate. Okay. Now, for some of you, even if it's not a health situation, there's someone that you think about a lot, and it's not your spouse. Okay. Let's just make that clear. You see it as the darker side of yourself. They give you a sense of confidence and sexiness and fire, but anxiety at the same time. But you've also have a lot of conversations with this person. Nine of Swords. They make you think. And that's one of the things you don't... Oh, wow. That's one of the things you don't like. You had a really engaging conversations, but those conversations stay stuck with you. Why? Those because they excite you simultaneously. But it's also input that you wish you didn't had. That's interesting. That's very interesting. You don't want to think about those thoughts. You don't want to think about those conversations. And you don't want to think about how this person makes you feel, which is very much alive. This is the person, okay. For some of you, I insist there's an outstanding issue that you're concerned about with your health. Please get that checked out. Just trust me on this. And for others of you, you are in commitments. You are in commitments. And you're checking in with family and friends together, but there's something in the back of your mind that causes you a mental binding. It's your shadow side. Your sense of passion, you see it as a weakness. These conversations you have in your head with this person made you think that's a weakness. The change is a weakness. The way this person makes you feel and think, that's a weakness in your opinion. This person who makes you feel good and think at the same time, and it's not your spouse. Show me the Wheel of Fortune, please. Show me the Wheel of Fortune, please. Show me the Wheel of Fortune, please. There's that Two of Cups. This could change your commitment, and you know it. It could change your commitment. There's a soul bond here. That could change your commitment. The only person, I'd like to point this out, the only person who could be offended by this is you. This is either your story or it isn't. Take what resonates, leave what does not. I am seeing a Cancer who is in what looks like a commitment. How far it is, I do not know. But it looks pretty damned official. Aside from honoring family traditions and going home and seeing people. You seem to be temporarily happy, as often is the case when we are surrounded by family and friends, but then reality comes back. There's a threat of change for that Two of Cups, and I don't think you want that to happen. But there's someone that you cannot let go, and you don't want to, but it also causes you stress at the same time. Show me more about this Two of Cups, please. Show me more about this, okay, the Hermit. Could be done with a Virgo. Let me know. You don't, the idea is so it's looking like your weakness here, what you fear the most, change, reconciling yourself to this Two of Cups, is You don't want that to change? So you tell yourself not to think about it. This person who you estimate as a weakness but also can't get out of your mind. I don't think you want them to be honest, Cancer. You don't want anything to change your commitment, your Two of Cups. Then why can't you let this person go? Show me the Eight of Pentacles, please. I see you doubling down, throwing yourself into work and in your obligations in the general sense. Show me the Eight of Pentacles and Ten of Wands. Show me the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, please. Show me that Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, please. Yeah, and then we're back to reality, right? Yeah. Somebody feels old and tired. They don't want to fight fights anymore. It's like all there is obligations. That's all I know. That's what's safe. That's what's secure. But it also feels like it's killing you. Like it's a slow death. You weren't prepared to win at all costs. I do know that. Whatever this was, you were not prepared to win at all costs. But at the same time, it kind of made you realize how old you were. You wanted to win, and in a way you did, but in order to avoid these thoughts, you kind of double down on your avoidance behaviors. You throw yourself into work. It just, if anything, it exacerbates this feeling of tired. Again, if you're someone who has health concerns, I'm going to strongly advise you to see your doctor. Because the more physical strain you put on yourself, you shouldn't have to feel this way, Cancer. You shouldn't have to feel this way. Some of you are simply in commitments that it's an obligation to you at this point, but an obligation you have to see through. Or at least in your estimation you do. You chose to carry that particular, especially if I'm looking at a Cancer who has a very strong sense of tradition and a way of how things have to be. Okay? Unwilling to make changes. In fact, I'm looking at a Cancer who's terrified to make changes. Okay? You rely on your friends and family to give you a sense of normalcy and sense of happiness, but I'm not seeing it from your spouse. I see you're afraid to lose your spouse. It's not that you don't love them, but it seems like your commitment has boiled down to obligation and work. Okay? It's like that's it. Like kind of a resignation. I don't know. I hope that's not the case for you. But there's someone here that's never left your mind. You see it as a weakness. But it's really just those energy, or that energy you refuse to explore, so it becomes scarier than it actually is. Some of the Hanged Man. Over the Hanged Man. Does that help you? Let me know if you have Pisces in your chart. Five of Wands. You are desperately... See, I'm looking at a Cancer who does not like change. Does not like change. You don't like change. You don't want to deal with new perspective. In fact, you actively ward it off. Many of you just use time as a delay tactic. The feeling will go away in time. The feeling will go away in time. When in fact, the more you avoid it, the worse it gets. You really fight yourself on perspective. You're not looking for perspective. You just want to get back to a state of general sort of happiness. Nine of Cups is a general state of happiness. Okay. I do hope you're not... Sometimes we indulge in order to feel better. For some of you, that is true. Not all of you, but some of you. Okay. Show me that Nine of Cups, please. Page of Swords with the Page of Swords. We're repeating now. Okay, you're still... Okay. You're still watching. You're still watching yourself. It's like you're watching someone refuse to take action. It's like you're watching yourself refuse to take action. Page of Swords is here twice. Let me tell you, I ain't impressed with the Page of Swords. Never was, never will be. It means you're watching, but it also means you're doing jack all. It means you're doing nothing. Some of you are indulging in order to get by. This is what temporarily makes me happy, but your energy is focused Your energy is focused elsewhere. And simultaneously, ironically, you also don't want to think about it. You also don't want to think about it. The Hanged Man is now here 3 times. I feel like you're watching someone else to gain perspective, but you yourself are refusing to think about your own. You're trying to study. I get the sense that you're a Cancer who is studying someone else in order to understand themselves instead of looking to yourself to understand yourself. Does that make sense? I don't know who you're studying or watching so hard, because the Hanged Man is boom, boom, boom here 3 times. But that's not you going into a place of suspension in order to understand perspective. That's you watching somebody else to get perspective instead of looking to yourself. This thing that you avoid so much, or this person, okay? You're watching them instead of looking to yourself for happiness. I don't know why you're watching this person so hard. To get a sense of direction, what's going on. It seems to temporarily make you happy because you have some temporary inspiration. And then you go back to watching. I don't know how much of your own life you're actually living. I do believe I'm seeing a Cancer who's in a committed relationship, and it absolutely exhausts you. In order to get reprieve, you look at other people for inspiration and how they live their lives except your own. Because you've already kind of concluded and or resigned over here, okay, that this is what I got. This is my commitment. This is my burden. This is what I signed up for. I've seen the resistance to change in you, not once, not twice, but 3 times. You've accepted this, and you watch other people, and it temporarily makes you happy. You watch other people and the lessons they've learned, but you don't seem to incorporate them yourselves, Cancer. What about this 9 of Cups? Anything else? King of Wands. Oh, no. You're watching other people live their lives and have passion. But what about you? What about you? Oh, Cancer, honey, this is not what I want for you. Who is this King of Wands? Are you watching a King of Wands? Possibly King of Cups. People who live, people who have passion, people who have feeling. The Sun, the Emperor. You watch other people take charge and live in the sun. I don't want this for you. I don't want this for you. You watch other people live the life you want, have the passion that you want, have the love that you want. I don't know who I'm speaking to, honey, but I don't want this for you. Show me the Page of Swords. No. Show me the Page of Swords, please. I do jumpers in case you are new. I do jumpers. I don't like passive cards. Show me Page of Swords, please. And there you are. Continuing on in your commitment. The 10 of Pentacles. As you watch other people. This hurts my heart, Cancer. This hurts my heart. I want what's best for you. Anything else, please? You want to communicate. 8 of Wands. You also want to take action. I hope you give yourself permission one day to do so, because the Page of Swords is here twice with the Hanged Man 3 times. I feel like you're trying to gain inspiration from other people, but it's never enough to tip you over the edge. And that's because you yourself, you can't even examine where your own passion in difficult conversations. You won't even look at those, but you will look at other people. And I think you're looking, I feel like I'm looking at a Cancer who's looking for hope or inspiration, a signal, like a bat signal that it's okay to live life, Cancer, because over here it's looking like you've convinced yourself you can't. I believe there's a part of you that wants to reach out or take action towards someone or something, and I hope you give yourself permission to do so one day. Whether or not you will, I don't know. I see the desire in you, but I also see a great deal of inaction. Okay. Let's see if we can get one more out of that. Show me the Eight of Wands, please. Show me the Eight of Wands, please. Show me the Eight of Wands, please. See, there's something you want to say to someone, and it's a struggle. I do believe this is the person you watch. There's so many things you want to say. You're watching somebody, possibly multiple people. Okay? Looking for a sign, permission, like you want permission to break the normative, to break the contract. The only person who can give you that permission, Cancer, is you. Okay? I do see a desire in you to speak to somebody, not just watch them. There's someone specifically that you desire to speak with, and I hope one day you're able to. I do. I see the longing in you, and it hurts. It hurts. Any additional messages, please, for Cancer? Any additional messages, please, for Cancer? Let me put it this way, because this is really bothering me. There is no tradition in this world that can justify or is worth this much pain. Sense of tradition be damned. Does this tradition look worth it to you? Living through other people, watching other people, and being satisfied with that? No. There's no tradition that's worth this. It is up to you. I'm seeing a Cancer is like, I don't have a choice. Yes, you do. As I said. Okay. Cancer, comment as you see fit. Like, share, subscribe as you see fit. Next week are the career and finance videos. I hope this message finds you well. Take care and be well.